this is kind of symbolic of where America is culturally. Because the most current American culture, whatever that is, has produced Las Vegas. In the last 20 years, there's no city in the country that has grown more. Almost everything you see was built within the last 10 years, 5 years. This area, 5 years. To my left is not even fully developed yet, as you can see. Oh shit, this one goes steep. I forgot. But anyways, I think you get what I mean. There's a lot of cloud formations, and there has been a lot for about the last month. But lately, especially, I feel like the clouds have been pretty dense and yet not raining much. Although I think a couple of weeks ago it did rain. It's always nice when it rains because it does not rain enough. But I think the moisture in the air has also created this sort of heat dome-like effect, making the summer a little bit hotter than it normally is. And it's normally pretty hot. So that's not exactly an ideal situation to be in, but we make the most of it. So we're gonna go to the ghost town. This is the ghost town cruise. This wall was put up like a few months ago. I should probably get in the bike lane, even though it's very rare to see cars in here, but some of them come here just to drive around. Some of them are construction related, of course. Wow, those blankets really dry your throat, coupled with the arid weather here. Not a great combination when you don't have water. And when you're talking like me. Pretty nice sunset though. I always like how the clouds sort of refract the sunlight. It's beautiful. It's like a blanket. Something like that. I'm not going on a long ride. I'm just kind of wanting to relax, actually, which makes this being recorded, or rather me doing commentary at least, kind of out of place. But I figured, why not give it a try? Maybe I'll upload this to YouTube or something. Just see what people think. And yeah, I think that's, why not? I do enjoy doing it. So I might as well try seeing if others enjoy watching it. That's kind of how you make content these days. You do things that other people, well, you show people things that you enjoy, is how I do it. But I think some people have it backwards, where it's more like you do things that you're watching other people enjoy, which is like kind of a layer, another layer removed from being close with people, if you think about it, because you're not so much reading. Well, you're not as close with yourself, I guess, because you're choosing to do what people like rather than do what you like. You're less of an individual, something like that. I guess this is like biking and philosophy. It's so haughty to say, oh, I philosophize, you know, or like I'm a philosopher. Nah, you just, you know, talk bullshit for hours and annoy people. The line between the two is often very thin, if it exists at all. I think philosophy, and it's funny, philosophy itself is sort of a stand-in for what it's really all about. In other words, the fact that people philosophize and find meaning in doing that is in itself proof that people need meaning. That's what it proves. And meaning is not something that you're meant to find out the science of. Meaning is something that exists outside of science. Science doesn't claim to have the answers of why things are. It only says what is. It only tests what is. Cause and effect. But certainly not why. I guess religion was trying to fill that void too. Trying to connect people to some sort of existential purpose. I think that's what we've been doing all along. Heaven is as much of a state of mind as it is a conceptual place. I think that's what enlightenment is about. Those people who've kind of gone to heaven. Maybe Jesus was enlightened. But what does enlightened even mean? Maybe to be a higher state of consciousness? I guess that's pretty indistinguishable from being crazy to most of the world. Which is understandable, given that, again, the line between crazy and genius, let's say, is sometimes very thin as well, and sometimes non-existent. Seems that way to me. A lot of the most amazing artists I love are definitely a little bit crazy, or a lot of it. Hell, I think half my family's crazy. That's like the most classic 90s sitcom movie. What are they called? Family movie? 90s family movie quotes. I feel like every 90s movie had like a puppy dog and a dysfunctional, weird family, and they just can't get along. But they're gonna have to. Oh my God, Josh! On this year's summer trip, the parents aren't home. That's like what a trailer for one of those movies is that you would see in theaters as a kid. Anyways, so now we are going up the hill. Changing my gears. Drinking my beers. That was for all the Texans watching. I love Texas. I love Texas. Texas is kind of cool, though. I'm going to be real. They have culture. And I guess it's Southern culture, but they have it. And it's not even just a white person thing. Black people are definitely very cultured down there as well. Same thing with, well, I would say a lot of Hispanics are as well. Latinos. So really, it's everyone is kind of more cultured down there. I mean, it's more country, Southern, heartland, but that's America. That's kind of America if you think about it. It really, they call it heartland. Maybe because what if a country is like a person and there is something kind of geographically tied to America to be landlocked or just more inward, I guess. You're in the center of it, you know, center of its mass, so to speak. Holy shit. Speaking of, this hill is kicking my ass. Sky does look nice though. So as you can see, it's pretty barren out here. But this is where humans have decided to settle in the wacky timeline of 2021. We do live in a wacky timeline, but the thing people don't realize is that we've been living in a wacky timeline too. That's the real woke part. That's the part they don't tell you. I don't know what that accent was, but maybe it was a black Texan. You never know.
Why am I so scared of explosions going off any old way? I turn ask, is it that bad?
Why am I so scared from the shadows on the wall from yesterday?
Cracks in the pipes to murky gray. They're running just as fast as the hares. So you should leave a place if you can't eat there. Oh man, if things have changed. Snow-filled lakes where they used to be. Woo! I feel deranged. They're building beaches inside so it's sunny all May. I don't know, I think it's strange. Cause I know we met before, but I cannot place it. And I don't know if there's any real danger, but I'm alright if you're alright. 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 I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright.
But I'm alright if you're alright. I'm alright. I'm alright if you're alright. I'm alright if you're alright. 'Cause we gonna be alright.